Check it out. Ah! Whoa, what's the matter?
What the hell is that? A killer robot monster? Ah!
Stewie, relax.
No, Brian, you keep that thing away from me. Is it looking at me? Can it see me?
Man, you're really scared of this thing, huh?
Ah!
What's on, everyone? Jeremy here from The Quartering. Hope you're having an absolutely wonderful day. We've been talking a lot about Harley Davidson. Well, we now know who the next report, the next expose was going to be on, and it turns out that it's Jack Daniels, of all companies. You know, the Tennessee whiskey, you know, Jack Daniels Americana. Well, it turns out that they're far more woke than Harley could ever dream to be, and all they needed was a sniff. There was a huge report coming out from Robbie Starbuck today, and Jack Daniels found out about it and preemptively struck. These people are running scared. The Harley falling is the most significant win in the culture battle in as far back as probably Gamergate. And Robbie Starbuck and all of you, sharing the videos, having your voices heard on social media, this is what's working, and we're rooting it out of every major U.S. company one at a time, and it's absolutely amazing to see. By the way, I had Robbie Starbuck live on my channel yesterday, or Tuesday, I believe. I don't know if you guys probably all know I do live streams, and I'm always telling you, hey, watch on Rumble, which, yes, you should download the Rumble app and follow me there. However, between now and the election, also I'm streaming on Quartercast, my YouTube live stream channel. I'm live every day here. Also at 1 Eastern with Melanie Mack and Six Hexenhammer, Robbie Starbuck, and all these people I bring on. But also I'm streaming at night. Like tonight, I'm streaming the DNC CackleCon with Kamala. We'll have maybe a drinking game or something like that. I know there's lots of places you can watch your political stuff, but at least on my live stream, you'll know I'm reading your comments and I respond to you, and it's a little more intimate situation. So, after you watch this video, go follow Quartercast if you're a YouTube viewer. I'll leave it linked in the description and pinned comment down below. And you can see interviews with, Robbie was on. That video's on that channel. Big news. The next company we were set to expose was Jack Daniels. They must have been tipped off by us going through their employee LinkedIn pages. They just preemptively announced that they'll be making these changes. Quote, ending all participation in the woke social credit score HRC's corporate equity index social credit system. Robbie Starbuck is going to single-handedly take down this woke social credit score company. An end to, quote, all quantitative workforce and supplier diversity ambitions. Supplier diversity initiatives are extremely bad. Essentially, what it boils down to for, the layperson, you or I, is that they find suppliers, whether it's Doritos or parts to their, motorcycles for Harley, or for Jack Daniels, maybe it's products to make their liquors. They prioritize the skin color of the people selling them the product over the quality of the actual product. Nobody wants that. Now, they also had executive and employee bonuses and goals that were tied to performance, not DEI. So they were tied to DEI, but then they dropped that. And they have ended all quantitative workforce and supplier diversity ambition. Sorry, I read that one already. And they dropped all woke trainings. This is the full email from Brown-Forman, their parent company, and a screenshot of one of the multiple folders that we had on them. Overall, we had over 15 gigabytes of files, photos, and videos. This does kind of suck for Robbie because it would have been another. Well, it sucks for people like Robbie and I who would have been able to provide entertainment for a week or two as they squirmed. But it's better for you guys and gals out there to get a quicker win. And this is just speaking to the power that you all have. You see, this is the full email. We are now forcing multi-billion-dollar organizations to change their policies without even posting it, just from the fear they have of being exposed, being the next company we expose. We are winning. One by one, we will bring sanity back to corporate America. If you love what we're doing, subscribe to your Robbie's X page for $5 a month. By the way, I subscribe to Robbie's X page. You can see I do, because I support the work he does. Now, you see this Does anyone follow up with these companies to see if they're truly doing the things they say? And Robbie says, yes, we have sources inside every company that we reveal. Here's the email. Dear colleagues, Brown-Forman was founded more than 150 years ago on the promise of delivering nothing better in the market. This enduring promise, coupled with our core values of integrity, respect, trust, teamwork, excellence, blah, 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 corporate speak, blah, 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 blah. We remain true to this promise and fundamentally believe that we are better together. We also believe that to reach consumers from Louisville to London, from Sao Paulo to Sydney, and everywhere in between, we must include different perspectives and experiences and decisions of the way of work. For these reasons and more, we launched our diversity and inclusion strategy in 2019. Since then, the world has evolved, meaning everyone found out about it, and they found out that it's just a lot of communist gobbledygook for anti-white policies, and said no more of it. But anyway, the world has evolved, our business has changed, and the legal and external landscape have shifted dramatically with these new dynamics at play, meaning they're afraid. They're afraid. We have found our appropriately self-recognizing current environment in which we find ourselves. The evolution began in January with the launch of new strategic framework. We wanted to share the next step. So what they write here is ensuring executive incentives and employees' goals are tied to business performance, removing work quantitative, meaning DEI workforce and supplier diversity ambitions, ending participation in the Human Rights Campaign's Corporate Equality Index survey. I think the reason a lot of companies are dropping this is because HRC, which is this woke dictionary, they're like outing companies. The HRC is saying, hey, look how great this company scored on our corporate woke index nonsense stuff. And then Robbie Starbuck and his team are just going and picking them apart. So everyone's running from that. And you can see they had a folder, Jack Daniels, they had actively discriminating, denying and ignoring recognized passive and supporters. So they had, white guilt training and all this nonsense. I mean, it's absolutely amazing that they're preemptively, they're preemptively doing this. For those who doubt that we had the evidence to sink Jack Daniels, here's a taste. We had more than 15 gigabytes of this stuff. Their their employees are largely Republicans. They hated this stuff. Executives there woke up to the threat we posed by exposing their wokeness and ended it. You see Brown-Forman, the publication here. You see, let's see what this says. At Brown-Forman, we realized that we had gaps in our inclusive approach for trans people. We quickly got over that disappointment, felt ourselves, and took the necessary steps to effect change. How many trans people work at Jack Daniels? One? You think they want a whole company meeting outing them and pointing the finger at them and saying, different? Probably not. And corporations continue to embrace policies, practices, that's why HRC is releasing their transgender inclusion at the workplace, a toolkit for employers. Here's John Hayes. As mentioned of Wednesday's Q&A Hayes call, Q and Hayes call, we embark on diversity, equity, and inclusion learning journey. I mean, this stuff is insane. Now, if we look, Jack Daniels pays $1,000 a month for their Twitter account so they can have this yellow check mark. Okay? They haven't tweeted since January. Let's take a look at their tweet. Well, this is a drag event that they sponsored. Fire your woke departments. Let's go back to April 15th. Remember this? Jack Daniels teams up with RuPaul's Drag Race alums in small town big pride campaign. So Jack Daniels, we've reported on this before. All the way back. So the last time they got caught, this is the last time they tweeted. So they got busted back in April leading up to pride events, and they just simply said, I'm out. You look at this. Jack Daniels renounces woke agenda, latest iconic U.S. brand to bring sanity back to business. Jack Daniels owner scraps diversity targets amid anti-woke backlash. This is what winning looks like. You know what I mean? Like, this is what winning looks like. This is what a return to sanity looks like. We saw, obviously, Harley Davidson back off a lot of their insane policies and decide, hey, you know what? Maybe we should focus on making the best possible motorcycles. Maybe we should focus on making the best possible products for our customers instead of worried about, DE&I and all this other nonsense. I mean, you see these comments, dude, now you just need to look at them and they move, solid work. And then there's already a smear campaign against Robbie Starbuck now. There's a rumor out there that I've been asked twice by mainstream media outlets, so now I want to address it. So now they're trying to take down Robbie, all right, and probably anybody who's covering this stuff. So definitely follow Robbie, become a subscribed supporter of him on X. If you're watching my videos, please subscribe or follow my channel, especially follow my live stream channel as I grow that, because I believe live streaming really is the future of content. It's the future of gaming. Anyway, there's a rumor that I've been given $1 billion by Leonard Leo to use to fight and end wokeness. This is false. I've never even met him, nor has anyone or any org funded this except for my subscribers and me and my wife. If Leonard would like to help us with no strings attached, I would certainly not turn him down because we could use help scaling this up to take on more targets. But there is zero truth to the rumor, and it honestly seems like such a ludicrous amount of money that I can't even believe mainstream media has asked me about it twice. I do respect what Leo has done with the judicial branch, though. Sometimes it's difficult for people to grasp the concept of doing the right thing simply because it's the right thing to do. He says, the media keeps asking me how I plan to monetize this. And I'm like, attacking companies isn't usually a path to make money. We are spending money to do that, and that's fine because it's the right thing to do. So they're already going after Robbie Starbuck because he's, revealing a lot of these woke companies. And they're so afraid that they just see that he's perusing their LinkedIn files. They just see that, or they're monitoring their internal company emails, and they're preemptively removing DEI. This is what winning is looking like. Keep up the pressure, everyone out there. We need to keep monitoring Harley and Jack Daniels to make sure they're doing the right thing and still doing the right thing. But this is an epic win. On to the next company as this gets rooted out from every major United States company and really every company globally. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you leave a like on it. Also, before you leave, don't forget to go subscribe, if you're a YouTube viewer, to my quarter cast live stream. I live every day at 1 Eastern, but also throughout the entire election cycle, many times a week at 6 or 7 o'clock Eastern to cover whatever events, whether it's the rallies or the DNC or the RNC or the debates, so it'll be a fun, chill place to hang out. So I hope you'll follow there and hang out.